They done messed up now. Should have never gave these boys a podcast. Whoa. This is Off the Rim. With your boy, Coach Skinny, Coach Drees, and Coach Drake. I'm up. There go the men again. What up, the world? Sit back, relax. Let us take you through the mind of a coach.
Sim World, what up, though? Man, with the NFL draft being this weekend and all that, it got me thinking about Sim World prep and how the job of a prep level coach is kind of different than any other job that you'll have as far as coaching basketball. We have to wear a lot of different hats in order for our teams to be successful. We got to be the coach. We got to be the agents. So for some of these kids, we got to be the parents. We got to be the scouts, the GMs, all that. Where a normal high school coach would just kind of deal with the talent that's in the area, and some of them go out and recruit, but most of the time it's kids in your area. Nothing too crazy. But as I was thinking about all the hats that we have to wear, I was thinking about the importance of scouting. Like every now and then, one of these fans or somebody's friend records an open run that they're in, and you get to see that a lot of these kids are really talented, but in these open runs, you don't necessarily get to see everybody's skill set. So you have to focus on what you can see. And some players are not shooters. They're not gonna score every time, but you do have to take note of what they're doing. Some players themselves as defenders and make it their business to go guard the best person on the opposing team in the open run, even if they're undersized and the person is bigger than them. Versus there's some players that you'll see they'll purposely take like an easy matchup, and then they spend the whole run scoring and they never really get stopped and they get to look super flashy. But scouting is all about taking like bare bones stuff. You don't have to see somebody make a layup to know that that's something that they can do. But you should be watching for how they try and create their shot, the passes that they do make, because being a willing passer and being a good passer are not the same thing. You can be a willing passer and your passes sometimes fall short, they're errant, they're too high, too low. But a great passer is hitting people on the nose every time, perfectly in cuts, always finds their teammates moving, and it's just right. Some people go to contest every shot and it leads to fouls. Just because they're putting their hand up doesn't mean that they're playing good defense. You can even have active hands in it, doesn't mean that you're prone to get steals. It's all the right things that you're looking for. So, coaches, I implore you when you're watching these open runs to focus on the small stuff. Who's matched up against who, not just who's scoring. When those like screens happen, how solid is the screen that's set? Because there's way more to basketball than just putting the ball through the hoop. Because I know that's what everybody wants to do. Everybody nowadays wants to be a scorer. Everybody wants to score 30 points a game, and all the flashy like step back threes and the dunks, or like a post fade like Kobe. But you can make your money, or rather, you can go far in the game by just being a utility player. And just because you're a utility player doesn't mean you're not a star in that aspect. But with the NFL draft being this weekend, I was gonna put together just a little, just something slight. Probably like a couple kids that I think coaches and other players should look out for. I don't want to go full like B-round free game, but something in that vein. I think if you're in the Northeast, Kyrie Petty 100% has to be on your list of guys to watch out for. Uh, if you're a guard and you come across Jamario Beveridge, I would suggest you go the other way unless you believe that you have that dog in you. If you're one of those wings, forwards, Cade Nix, he's really tough on defense. I think Allen Steele, Israel Hannibal, those guys they get buckets. Now in the Midwest, I do in fact have somebody that's newer. So I want to give a little deeper scout before I 100% co-sign him. But Nick Brewer looked good in that initial run. I'm not 100% sold, but he was looking good. Uh, in the Mountain West, Morrow, I forgot his first name. Please don't kill me. In the Pacific, Kari Williams. Uh, I'm terrible with names. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm really trying my hardest not to botch nobody name. Out the Southern region, Emilio Torres, Bucky Gitter, Kadarius Momofoku. I know I botched that one. Now, right now, I wouldn't say that his game jumps off the page, but he is a workhorse. That kid is just constantly working. From the things that I've heard, from the things that I've seen, he's grind 24/7. Southeast, Adonis McNeil or McNeil. Probably a solid wing forward. One of those guys that any coach would love to have. And the international is just full of talent. I think that's one of those things that people don't really talk about enough. That really should. That the international region is as far as like real deal Europe is just full of talent. Even if they're not necessarily getting the credit that they deserve. But producers in my ear, gotta wrap this up. SimWorld, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. We out.